I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at The 41-yard line.
On the carry. Marcus Peters on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bengals.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah.
All you got to do is look and
all
learn.
the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete.
C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Come on. Make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike 50, Mike 50.
To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, report, report. Sit up. 50. Let's get up. Sit up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. And even 50 yards.
30-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 52.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Watch, twitch. Watch. Check 50. Check 50. Yeah.
Second down and goal. Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
13. Hey. 50, come on. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
He was brought down.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
38-yard line.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top of the weapon. Mike 48, Mike 48. Get that quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
At the 49-yard line.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Intercepted.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from start.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. This from 54 yards away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on fourth down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
That's what I want to see.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Jackson.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First down and goal to go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Cincinnati.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Burrow will throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Bengals' 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
2-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
4 yards on the pick.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 47-yard line.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Gain of 15.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They go play action with Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now, because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This time, Jackson will throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout,
A gain of 4
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Ravens 24. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through plays.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to one play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again. They have to do it one more time. This is exciting.
Glad you remembered. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl the second season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last
We were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Baltimore,
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go. But I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yo, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. Yeah, you take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I'll get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste it on my face like it's lemonade.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from...
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
43-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Watson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Packers nothing. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taken in the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. 20.
You gotta love it, baby.
Touchdown, Packers.
Pass complete to number 17.
Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
Now, will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now a toss right, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there.
Devontae Freeman.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, Freeman.
At the Packers 40.
And some space here. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First down.
A big run there by Freeman. 45 yards. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14. Packers 7.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown. Third down here.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter J.K. Scott as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, he gets it to Cooks. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 84 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
For the extra point.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers, and that's complete to Adams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Working from the gun, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And a Packer 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now,
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Packers.
That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
That's another.
That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
The tackle made
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 4-yard line.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
At the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Get it across the 10 to the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Packers.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Looking deep for Adams. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Packers.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. After the interception, here's Watson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the
right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line. 2
of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7 and a Packer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams.
Rodgers,
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
48-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Packers.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Down and 4.
To throw is Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. The first down carry here for Johnson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Adrian Amos on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
It's on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now left side on the swing pass. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans. Texans 36.
With the score, Packers 35, Texans 28.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 17.
Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Josh Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. He may try. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
With a 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From just shy of midfield, Watson being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Watson off play action. Rolling to his... And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kahale Waring. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
The kick is
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They run with Jones on 1st down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 18-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Final score, Packers 42.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to